Gopijana Vallabhajaya Girivardhari Jaya Girivardhari Nandana Prajajana Nandana Yamuna Tira Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Radha Murli Dara Radha Murli Dara Radha Shri Shri Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha Jaya Kora Nitai Jaya Kora Nitai Kora Nitai Shri Shri Kora Nitai Kora Nitai Kora Nitai Kora Nitai Kora Nitai Jai Jai Prabhupada 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, ISKCON's TBC founder Acharya Jagadguru Patita Pavana Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Paramahamsa Samhita Amala Purana Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Murli Dar Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Damodar Kartik Prata Ki Jai Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. We're reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 18, entitled Diti Vows to Kill King Indra. We're on verse number 74. Aradhanam Bhagavata Damna Nirashisha Ye Tu Nichanti Api Param Te Svarta Kushala Smrita Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yetu Nichanti Api Param Te Svarta Kushala Smrita Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yetu Nechanti Api Param Te Svarta Kushala Smrita. Chant, please.
Aradhanam Bhagavata Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yetu Nechanti Param Te Svarta Kushala Smrita. Aradhanam Bhagavata Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yetu Nechanti Api Param Te Svarta Kushala Smrita.
Aradhanam Bhagavatam
Aradhanam Bhagavata
Yamana Nirashisha
Ihamana Nirashisha
Yetu Nishanti Api Param
Yetu Nechanti Api Param
Nesvarta Kushalasmita
Te Svarta Kushala Smrita.
Aradhanam, the worship, Bhagavata, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I can't see, so excuse me. Ihamana, being interested in. Nirasisa, without material desires. Yea, those who. Iha, indeed. Not ichanti, do not desire. Api, even. Param, liberation. Te, they. Sva arta, in their own interest. Kushala, expert. Smrita, are considered. So this is the conclusion of this chapter. Although those who are interested only in worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead Do not desire anything material from the Lord, and do not want even liberation. Lord Krishna fulfills all their desires. So let us all say together. Although those who are interested only in worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead do not desire anything material from the Lord, and do not even want liberation, Lord Krishna fulfills all their desires. Purport by His Divine Grace, ISKCON's founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. When Dhruva Maharaj saw Lord Vishnu, he declined to take any benedictions from him, for he was fully satisfied by seeing the Lord. Nonetheless, the Lord is so kind that because Dhruva Maharaj, in the beginning, had desired a kingdom greater than his father's, he was promoted to Dhruvaloka, the best planet in the universe. Therefore, in the Shastra it is said, Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaradi Tirena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. A person who has broader intelligence, whether he is full of material desire, free from material desires, or desiring liberation, must by all means worship the Supreme Whole, the Personality of Godhead. That's from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 3, verse number 10. One should engage in full devotional service. Then, even though he has no desires, whatever desires he previously had can all be fulfilled simply by the worship of the Lord. The actual devotee does not desire even liberation. Anyabhilasita sunyam. The Lord, however, fulfills the desire of the devotee by awarding him opulence that will never be destroyed. A karmi's opulence is destroyed, but the opulence of a devotee is never destroyed. A devotee becomes more and more opulent as he increases his devotional service to the Lord. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishnam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sva Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shriuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raganatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bando Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Surato Pangor Mamamanda Mater Gati Matsarvasva Padambo Jo Radha Madana Mohano Dibyad Brindaranya Kalpajumada Srimad Ratnagara Singha Sanasto Srimad Radha Shilagovinda Devo Prastalabi Savyamano Smarami Shriman Rasa Rasarambi Bamsi Bhattatatasti Taha Karshan Venu Svanar Gopir Gopinatha Shriye Stuna Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshvari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripastandubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gora Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnupadaya, Krishna Pastaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta, Swamin Iti Namine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna on this earth, having taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Transcendental Lord. Namaste Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pacharine, Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paskita Deshatarine. Obeisances unto you, O spiritual master, O servant of Saraswati Goswami. You are so kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Dev and delivering these Western countries which are filled with impersonalism and voidism. Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirasisa Ye tu nichanti api param te svarta kushala smita. It's a very blessed opportunity to be speaking here today in this holy month of Kartik for the pleasure of their Divine Lordship, Shri Shri Radha Muralidhar, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Gaurachandra, Nrsimha Varaha Bhagavan, and all of their nice devotees such as yourselves. So we can pray that we can try to speak something that is in pursuance of the pleasure of their lordships and all of the devotees. So, this is based on the long story between the grappling for supremacy of the demigods and the demons, the asuras and the suras, and Diti, who was the mother of the very, let's say, famous personalities, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, infamous, was very upset that her sons were killed. And she wanted a son, led by Indra and the demigods. She wanted a son from her husband Kasyapa who would be able to kill Indra. And she started the whole process of trying to convince him by using the old sweet talk routine, right? You know, a lot of, obliging behavior and just kind of, coochie-coo and this and that. And Kasyapa Muni, he fell for it. Like if you're ever in Grand Central, they say, don't fall for it. Mind the gap, between the train and the platform. So, and then he condemned himself. I should have known better. But then he thought, I will devise a process that she's going to think that she's going to accomplish her aims, but in the end she'll become purified at heart. And actually, another thing happened was that the plan to get a son who would kill Indra was foiled because there was a discrepancy. We read that she fell asleep in the twilight after taking her meal without washing her hands and mouth. So now Indra, from his side, came to know that she was doing this, and he just posed himself as a very obliging, nephew, right? And he's like serving her, and it's like, all this kind of, everyone's hiding their intention, which is a sinister intention, but it's all like nice and la 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 outwardly. So we just heard, so by that discrepancy, that not only did it turned around very nicely, like we see in the case of Durvasa Muni. He tried to do some terrible mischief on Maharaj Ambarish, creating a fiery monster demon, but then that the monster was destroyed and the Sudarshan Chakra, so he didn't get a very good result out of that. But in this case, Diti got a son, but then turned into 7 times 7 times 49, who, instead of being the enemy of Indra, became the friend or follower of Indra. So she was pleased to get all these children. And then we were just hearing yesterday how, no, 2 verses ago, that they both kind of were elevated to a higher platform, and each kind of got what they wanted. In an indirect way, Indra got that he wasn't going to get someone who's going to kill him, so he's free. And Diti was very pleased. And then they ultimately were able to speak very freely, openly about the truth with each other. Indra explained without reservations to Diti and each explained what they wanted to do. And they were, because they were elevated to a higher platform, they sort of kind of like laughed it off, simultaneously felt embarrassed about their previous motivations. So Prabhupada says that this is a result of worshipping Vishnu, that one becomes purified and develops a devotional attitude in the famous verse, Yasyasti Bhaktir Bhagavatiya Kinchana, that one who is a worshiper of the Lord has all good qualities worthy of the demigods and all saintly persons, whereas one who is not worshipping the Lord, even their so-called good qualities, which mundane people think are very nice, are not counted by saintly persons as good qualities. Why? Because they're hovering on the mental platform. They're meant to transcend karma kanda and jnana kanda. One of the offenses to think that devotional service is on par and on a level with ordinary mundane fruitive activities. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta tells an instructive story. 2 friends from childhood, later in their adult life, they went and lived in different towns and villages, and one became a fine potter, artisan, craftsman, making fine, little sculptures and things, and the other became a blacksmith. Now the blacksmith, he wanted to go search out his childhood friend. He became very famous and renowned as a fine arts sculptor, and he wanted to gain some appreciation for his work. So he hadn't seen him in many years. So he comes into his studio and was just so happy, but he didn't want to interrupt him while he was working. So he thought that he would give him a pleasant surprise. He would join him in the work and remember his old friend. Now his knowledge is just based on smashing with a sledgehammer on the anvil in the blacksmith shop. And so what happened was, within no time, all the fine arts and crafts and figurines, the whole shop was just smashed to smithereens in no time. So the moral, or the ending of this happy story, is that the purport is that one who thinks that devotional activities and ordinary mundane activities for fruitive result are on the same platform shows the same intelligence of the blacksmith. The activity of the devotee who's very, very delicately trying to please the senses of the Supreme Lord cannot in anywhere be compared to, a fruitive worker trying to get mundane sense gratification. So, and mental speculation, that's also based on thinking I am this body, I am this mind, and sense gratification. My mental speculation is my mind is being used how to plan for sense gratification. So a devotee, he's above all that because he's using his body, mind, and words, intelligence, and is using all of his desires simply to please the Supreme Lord. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta taught the seer and the seen. Don't try to see God, but act in such a way that God will want to see you. So the devotee's process is completely different than any other process because they have acknowledged that Krishna is real. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhoktaram Yatmatapasham Sarvalokam Ishram Sturidam Sarvabhutanam Gyantvamam Shantam Richati. These 3 things. He's the Supreme Controller. He's the ultimate beneficiary of everyone, and he is the true friend of everyone. One who knows this and engages in the Lord's service achieves perfect peace. So this is the wonder of Krishna consciousness, the process of devotional service, that no matter what our position, we should take the devotional service And Krishna will handle it in such a way that at the end, fully purified with right motivation. And the example is given of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj was approaching the Lord with intense, angry desires for revenge. You know, he was refused to come up on the lap of his mother. You know, the mother taking it that, he was refused to come up on the lap of the king. Swayambhuva Manu, and the mother of, who was it? What was the...
Uttanapad was his father. Uttanapad was his father.
Oh, the father.
And he had the co-wife. It was Suniti and Suruchi.
He said that, but her Suruchi's son was the rightful claimant to the throne because he was the elder. And she made this outrageous statement that if you think you want to ascend to the position of the throne, then first you have to give up this body and take birth from my most qualified womb. Like really, like a 5-year-old boy, he took it very seriously. I have to get revenge. And not only do I want the throne of my father, but I want a throne that's greater even than my grandfather's. So Swami Katastosmi, when he finally got the darshan of Lord Vishnu after 6 months, and we're practicing Krishna consciousness for decades, he's a 5-year-old boy, he gets the full mercy in 6 months. And he realized that I was searching after a broken piece of glass. I want to be the most famous, I want to be recognized, I want to, my influence, or whatever it is, He just realized this is compared to the darshan of the Lord and being able to say, please give me the privilege of devotional service we pray every day and make me your own maidservant, Srimati Tulsi Devi. That it's all useless. Millions of opulences of no use to me, but made his vision constantly remain within my mind. So it's described here how the Lord nevertheless wishes to bless the devotees. So Dhruva Maharaj, he got the best planet within the universe, a special planet which is equal to Swetadweep, that is the pole star, and all other planets are making circumambulational worship of Dhruva Maharaj's planet. So we were hearing yesterday, wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will be certainly opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. The one who pleases the Supreme Lord, no achievement is wonderful. Everything is possible for him. So Prabhupada is making this wonderful statement. Even though the devotee doesn't want anything material, even up to the point of liberation. Hansaduta Prabhu asked Srila Prabhupada, he was very enthusiastic along with Manu Dries Prabhu to go take, that pre-dawn Brahma Muhurta bath in the Triveni in January, Kumbh Mela, freezing cold with, hundreds of thousands of people. Prabhupada, is it true that if you bathe at this time that you get liberation? Prabhupada said, yes. But we've not come here for liberation. We've come here to preach Krishna consciousness. We're already liberated. And Prabhupada, in starting his mission, why have you brought me to this hellish place? The whole population is covered by the lower modes of passion and ignorance. How will they hear your message? And then he took stock and faith in the beautiful, encouraging words of divinity and divine service, how, by following the pure devotee, hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, all lust and greed is cleansed from the heart and one becomes established in the mode of goodness. So he took stock in that. I'm going to preach the message of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the literary incarnation of your Lordship, and he just placed himself helplessly before the Lord. You have brought me here. You must have some purpose. Make me a puppet in your hands. Make me dance. Make me dance. Make me dance as you like. And dance Srila Prabhupada did. And Krishna, so much appreciating Srila Prabhupada, gave him everything. Even the non-devotees, they marvel at Srila Prabhupada. What is it? Late bloomers over 70. There's some book or statistic or Guinness Book of World Records, or what is that Harvard scholar, Harvey Cox? Oh, he was in Pennsylvania. One of them, that Mohammed, Jesus, they started a religion, but they did it in their local country with recruited local men, their contemporaries. Prabhupada came alone with no backing, no support to a foreign country and converted people outside of his culture. And Prabhupada, a karmi's opulence is destroyed, but the opulence of the devotee is never destroyed. A devotee becomes more and more opulent as he increases his devotional service to the Lord. And Prabhupada has made it clear in pursuance of our predecessors, his glorious spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the pioneer to benedict the world with Krishna consciousness, that preaching is the essence, that the greatest way to achieve pure devotional service in this Kali Yuga is by taking part in the distribution of Krishna consciousness. Yara Deki Tar Krishna Upadesh, Amar Agnai Guru Ha Idesh. Whoever you meet, wherever you go, instruct everyone about Krishna, thus becoming a spiritual master and liberate everyone in this land. Like Prabhupada told, we're interested in preaching Krishna consciousness. We're already liberated. So that opulence is increasing the number of devotees. When Lord Narayan was for Durvasa Muni's benefit, giving him good instruction, ultimately you better get yourself as quick as you possibly can back to Maharaj Ambarish and surrender at his lotus feet. I can't help you. And Prabhupada describes there that the Lord is Svarat. He's completely independent. He's not dependent on anyone else to fulfill his desires. His happiness is automatically ever expanding and increasing. Yet at the same time, the Lord requires his devotees to increase his pleasure potency. And then Prabhupada lists the main Vrindavan devotees who are the sources of the various rasas, Nanda and Yashoda, Srimati Radharani and the gopis, the cowherd boys. He actually requires their help. Similarly, this Krishna consciousness movement is an attempt to expand the pleasure potency of the Lord by increasing the number of devotees. One who helps in this attempt ultimately becomes a controller of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who cannot be controlled by anyone. So that was Prabhupada's great opulence. Actually, all of us were part of Prabhupada's treasury chest. We're jewels in Srila Prabhupada's confidential treasury room. So this chapter will soon end. We won't read more. We'll leave the next verse for the next person, but I want to skip and look at the 6th verse, which is a beautiful verse of the next chapter, the Pumsavan ritualistic ceremony, in which Maharaj Parikshit is asking Shukadeva Goswami, please tell me in detail what was the vow that Diti explained, followed, which was explained earlier, because Yapa Muni wanted to give her a vow of, a devotional vow, like during the month of Kartik. There are devotional vows that can be followed. One side note, we don't want to do any extra brats that make us incapable or unable or diminish our day in and day out service to Srila Prabhupada's mission. That would be niyamagraha, doing something just for the sake of doing it, not for the sake of spiritual advancement. Yet, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says the holy days like Ekadasi and Janmashtami are the mothers of devotion for those of devotees who value them seriously. So he was asking about this vow, and we look in verse 6, and Prabhupada follows a similar theme of what he's revealing to us here in this section, in these purports. The verse is a glorification of the Lord. O my Lord, because you are endowed with causeless mercy, all opulences, all prowess and all glories, strength and transcendental qualities, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of everyone. He's endowed with all 6 opulences in full, and moreover, he's extremely kind to his devotee. Although he is full in himself, he nonetheless wants all living entities to surrender unto him so that they may engage in his service. Thus he becomes satisfied. So it's our great happiness when we bring people to Krishna consciousness in the various programs, through chanting and the various aspects of devotional service that people can accept. And we know that by doing that, they become purified, especially prasadam. Srila Prabhupada said prasadam is our secret weapon. You know, Lord Krishna taught Bhagavad Gita, which requires learning and understanding. You know, but Lord Chaitanya brought simply chanting. No one will refuse to come to a function where singing, song, dance, and refreshment are administered, right? But they're becoming purified, and purified means the desire for fruitive activity and mental speculation, thinking that I'm this body, will gradually diminish. Just by chanting Hare Krishna once, even jokingly, without reverence, it's a story of Ajamil, one is delivered from all sinful reactions. That is the power of devotional service. Although he is full in himself, he nonetheless becomes pleased when his devotee offers him a leaf, a fruit, flower, or water. As the child of Mother Yashoda, he requests his devotee for some food, as if he were hungry. It's like we're taking care of the deities, very personal. If we don't feed them, we think they'll go hungry. If we don't keep them warm, it's now getting cold. That will be an offense. It's described Atmavan Seva. If I'm cold, then the Lord is cold. If I'm hungry, of course, you know. Anyway. So Krishna is a person, and we take care of him in this regulated way. Prabhupada, in one time, I was telling this to Vasudeva Prabhu a little while ago, it's the most fortunate position to be in, because this human, you know, the senses which are networks of paths leading unto death, you know, but so this material body is awarded by material nature to engage in sense gratification. But taking to Krishna consciousness and taking Brahminical initiation, it's described of Sanatana Goswami that the Lord considers the devotee fit to exchange loving transcendental mellows with. He forbade him from committing suicide. Your body belongs to me. So to touch the body of the deity, to bathe, dress, feed, and do everything, it's what you do in your spiritual body in Goloka Vrindavan, and you get to do it with this body right now. How fortunate. So he's asking the devotee for food, although he he can eat him, he's as if he were hungry. Sometimes he tells his devotee in a dream that his temple and his garden are now very old, and he requests the devotee to repair. Sometimes he informs his devotee in dreams that he's lost in the jungle, and he asks his devotee to rescue him, in the case of Madhavendra Puri and Gopal. Sometimes he requests his devotee to preach his glories all over the world, although he alone is quite competent to perform this task. A very eager and enthusiastic Vishnu Jan in Prabhupada's Darshan room in Los Angeles in 1975. Prabhupada, is it true that Bhaktivinoda Thakur could have spread this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world? And before he could finish, quickly, he said, yes, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is Vaishnava. He is all-powerful. He could have finished it in 1 minute, but he's very kind, and he left some service for us to do. So even though he's endowed with all opulences, he's self-sufficient, he depends on his devotees. Therefore, the relationship between the Lord and his devotee is extremely confidential. Only the devotee can perceive how the Lord, although full in himself, depends on his devotee for some particular work. O Arjuna, become an instrument in the fight. Fight and win glory. I want you to take the credit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was quite competent enough to spread his name and mission all over the world, but still he depended upon his devotees to do this work. Considering all these points, the most important aspect of the Supreme Lord's self-sufficiency is that he depends on his devotees. You can read in chapter 87, very important, the prayers of the personified Vedas. It says, the greatest of all of the Lord's opulences is his mercy upon the fallen conditioned souls, which is the manifestation of his Guru Parampara of preachers. In the third canto, the Lord sends his party to reclaim the fallen conditioned souls. This is the second canto. The Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya is the Lord's party. And any party member to date, the Lord shakes hands with him with great satisfaction. The Lord is very pleased with the preacher. So we have a couple of minutes. He's competent enough to spread his name and mission, but he depended upon his devotee to do this work. So Prabhupada is giving us some insight into his relationship with Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and himself. Considering all these points, the most important aspect of the Supreme Lord's self-sufficiency is that he depends on his devotees. This is real personalism. The most congenial form of intimacy, Prabhupada says, and one can realize this as devotional service progresses. This is called his causeless mercy. The devotee has perceived this causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by realization can understand truly what is the master and servant relationship. Aradhanam Bhagavata Iharata Nivisasa Yetu Nachanti Apiparam Te Svarta Kushala Smrita. Although those who are interested only in worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead do not desire anything material from the Lord and do not even want liberation, Lord Krishna fulfills all their desires. So if anybody can ask a question, and if I can answer it in about 40 seconds. Otherwise, we'll say thank you very much, Hare Krishna, and prepare nicely for Shri Shri Radha Muralidhar's most glorious darshan on this 4th day of Kartik. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Pure
Chakudana Jilo Ye, Janmi Janmi Prabhu Se. Chakudana Jilo Ye, Janmi Janmi Prabhu Se. Ye began Rede Pokatita. Ye began Rede Pokatita. Prema Bhakti Ahoite, Avidyame Nasihate. Prema Bhakti Ahoite, Avidyame Nasihate. Hare Gaya Charita. Hare Gaya Charita. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adavajanara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adavajanara Bandhu. Lokanath Lokarajimana. Lokanath Lokarajimana. Ha Prabhu Paradoya Deo Mori Padachaya. Ha Prabhu Paradaya Deho Mori Padachaya. Ha Prabhu Paradaya Deho Mori Padachaya. Ebeya Tutukibumana. Ebiyat Kutukibumana. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Gaur Hari Bo. Nitai Gaur Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Gaur Hari Bo. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prataya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Sarvati Deve Gauramani Pracharine Animacheta Sunyavadi Pakita Deta Tarine. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan Jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Prabhupada. Or Premanandi Hari Hari Bom. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Priya Japachaya Asota Tata Shri Srimad Nitya Leela Pravista Om His Divine Grace by Charnarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj ISKCON's PBT founder Acharya Jagat Guru Patita Pavana Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sri Guru Parampara Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Murli Dar Shri Gaurachandra Shina Shringadeva Raha Bhagavan Ki Jai. Gaur Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. the so-called Mandarin language. The other thing is you know the subways and all?
Oh, yes, I know the subway.
Okay.
We can get
7th Avenue, 42nd Street, subway. If you were here, you could take the F train to 34th Street, Herald Square, and then go upstairs and transfer to Uptown, any one of the yellow trains. And you take it one stop at 42nd Street. If you want to follow the sign for the 7th train.
where are we going? Oh, then you're going
We do it. We've been out really nice outside, too cold and rainy in the subways.
I see.
1:30 to 7:30.
Oh.
If you can come for any fraction thereof of
So
the
you're
time
going
that
to
we're
be,
choosing.
you're going to be at which station?
You wrote the text message?
Yeah, 42nd is 7th.
42nd and 7th Street.
Okay. It's called the lower mezzanine. There's a hallway that goes, it's a long hallway that goes to the 8th Avenue.
Oh, yes, yes, I know that.
So before you enter that hallway, there's an elevator that services the 7th train and upstairs 1, 2, 3 train and entry to our trains upstairs. So we're at the base where the elevators here on the other side.
Okay.
The elevator.
I'm sure I'm hearing.
There's no 7th train this weekend, so the 7th train is closed, but there's a lot of activity in the hallway and everything. And if for some reason we change, do you have a phone?
I do, but my phone is not really Canadian phone.
Because, you know, if for some reason there's like some problem,
We can maybe go up and
for French and French, Russian.
Interesting, only French from Europe.
it's all just very right.
All of a sudden we came to 30 years back.
I see.